What is up, guys? And today I will be showing you the basics of how to use command blocks. So first things first, this is how to get a command block. It cannot be found in the creative inventory and it cannot be crafted. So you're going to have to use the command /give @p137 and this will give you a command block. So if you want to give something or perform a command, you're going to have to specify who it is towards. So you can either use the player's name, the specific name, @p, which will give it to whoever pressed the button that triggered the command block, @a, which is at all players, which is everybody in the game, or @r, which will give it to a random player, and you will not be able to choose which player. So the basic structure of the command is slash, and then whatever the beginning of the command is, like one of these, and then to whom, so you have to pick one of these, and then the rest of the command, and that just changed depending on which command you choose. So we'll start off with something simple. We'll start off with /say. So if I click this, and it says hi. So the command behind this, /say @p hi, and this can change to whatever you want it. So you did good. So if I change this to that, and it says you did good. So you can change this to, so it can say to everybody or say to a random player, but since I'm the only one in the server, it can only say it to me. Okay then, /give. This can give an object or pretty much any item in the creative inventory based on its item ID. And in order to find the item ID, I will link you to a website that'll give a picture of each item and give its ID so you can know which one you are giving. So if I click on this, it gives me an iron shovel. And as you can see, it gave me 2 of them, and it does not have full durability. So this just means the command's just a little bit more difficult. So /give, then @p, 256, which is the ID for an iron shovel, and then the second one is 2, which is how many you want to give. So you can give up to 64, and then 100. So this is just the damage ID. So if I do 1,000, you can see it gives me iron shovel that just has a couple uses left. So you just have to play around with that, see how much durability each item has. So let me just get rid of that. Okay, so then /effect. This will give a potion effect without actually having to have potions. So if I click this, it gives me blindness for 10 seconds with multiplier of 1, which is just regular blindness. So you can change the type of effect, and I'll again link you to a page that'll show all the effects and their numbers. So you do /effect @p 15, which is blindness. Second number is the duration, which I'm not sure how high that can go, but I know it can go over 100. And then this is the multiplier. So if I do 5, but with blindness it doesn't really make a difference, but if you're doing jump boosts or something, that'll really change how high you're able to jump. So it just makes the effect stronger. Okay, now test4. This you can use test4 for a lot, but this video you're watching is the basics. So I'm gonna make another video for advanced once you kind of get the hold of command blocks, and so it'll be more for map making and really more things set into here, so it makes it a lot more complicated. But for now, I'm just gonna do simple. So if I do click, I don't know why it's not, there we go. So as you see, it tested for to see if I was here, if I was on this block, and then it said that it was done. So it tested for, and I was there. So there's an output, and so it triggered this piston. But the piston doesn't go down; it's permanently powered. So, time set day. So it's permanently powered. So that's not really good. So in order to turn that off, you're gonna have to click the button while you're not there. So if I look at the command, it's slash test4 at p, and then you're gonna have to use brackets right after the at p. I'm not exactly sure if you need the brackets, but just to be sure, I would use them. And then this is the coordinates of the player. So this is x, y, and z, and then this is a radius of 2. So r is equal to 2. So that means I'm testing for this block right here, but it'll trigger if there's in a radius of 2 blocks of this block. Okay, so as you can see, if I just step outside there, so here 1, 2, I'm 2 blocks away from it. So if I click it, it still goes up. So that's just pretty much the radius, and that's how you use the basics of test4. So I'll just break that so it goes down. So now here's slash game rule. There are many game rules, and I will put them in the description so you can know. But so if I do this one, you see it says my game rule has been updated, and this is I put on keep inventory. So as you can see, if I do slash kill, I respawn. Let me just go back here. I kept everything in my inventory. So that's pretty much all keep inventory is just you don't lose anything. You don't drop your items when you die. Okay, so if you can see, slash game rule, keep inventory true. Now this one does not need any at P or at A because it just applies to everybody. But for every game rule, it's going to be one word, but the second part of the word, so like the second part right here, the first letter is always going to be capitalized. So like command block output, the output would be capitalized. So that's pretty much game rule and how to use it. And then slash clear. This is it tests for items in your inventory, and then it'll clear that specific item. So if I click this, it cleared my shovel. So if I look at it, slash clear at P 256, which is again the ID for an iron shovel, and then 100. And as you remember, when I gave myself, let me just change this back, the shovel, I had a durability change of 100. So that means 100 durability is gone from the shovel. So you're going to have to specify that in the slash clear if you're using an item that has durability that is gone. If not, then you can just leave that blank and it'll clear. Okay, toggle downfall. This pretty much, it's a very simple command. There's really nothing to it. It's just slash toggle downfall. And all this does is it'll change it from sunny day to rain. And then you'll see in a little bit it'll start raining. Oops. There we go. It should start raining a little bit, but you'll see. That's pretty much all it does. I didn't do anything wrong. It'll change it in a little bit. Okay, slash enchant. This is pretty much just enchants the item in your hotbar that fits that enchantment without using an enchantment table. So you can just trigger it by command block and it'll enchant whatever item is in your hotbar. Okay, so if I click this, as you can see, I now have an enchanted iron shovel. And if I go over it, I got fortune 3. So if I look at the command, enchant at P 35, which is in fortune, and then the multiplier, which is 3. So if I did 1, I'll get fortune 1. If I put 2, I'll get fortune 2. But you have to make sure to look up the ID for the different enchantments, because if I put like 12, that won't be for a shovel or a tool specifically, so it won't work. Okay, now slash play sound is pretty much any sound in the game, and you can just trigger it with a command block so you don't have to wait for it to naturally occur. So I click this, you hear a popping sound. Just play it a couple more times. And then you're going to find this in the sound 3 folder, so let me just pull up the folder for you. Okay, so now that you went to your roaming folder and you're on .minecraft, you'll see all these folders. And you're going to want to go down to, where was it? Resources. And click on resources and you'll see sound 3. And here's all the sounds that are in the game. So you just have to choose whichever one you want. So for me, I went to random and I found pop. So for the first part of the name, it'll be whatever file you found it in. So mine's random dot and then whatever the name of the file you chose. So mine would be random dot pop. So that's pretty simple, and I think you could probably understand what to do from here. Okay, so now back looking at the command, it's slash play sound random dot pop, as I already explained before, and then at p. And for this one, it's weird. The who you're directing it to is after like the command, so it's after random dot pop. And there's more you can add to this, so you can add to change to play it at a specific location by using x, y, and z coordinates after this. So if I did just 0, 0, 0, this would play it at that location. And there's different variables you can change, such as pitch and speed, but you don't need to know that now. This is pretty much the basic of that command. Okay, then slash spawn point. Okay, so this one pretty much just, instead when you saw I died, I spawned all the way back there. So now if I click this button, my spawn would be right here. Okay, so if I click this button, it'll set my spawn pointer right here. So if I just click this, as you can see, it says set Bobinator spawn to this coordinate right here. So if I do slash kill, respawn, I will respawn right here. So as you can see, I didn't respawn over there. So just set my spawn point to right there. But you got to be careful with this because it will remove the regular spawn point. So if you want to change it back, you'll have to re-put in the spawn point and then change it, and then you'll spawn back over there. Okay, so probably one of the more simple commands in this game is TP, and most people know this command. So I'm not going to explain much about it. So if I click this button, it'll teleport me to up on this gold block back over here. Okay, so as you can see, slash TP at P, and then you just put in the coordinates you want to teleport to. So these coordinates are up on that block up there. So that's pretty much TP. And then XP, let me just put myself in survival. Okay, now if I click this, it gave me 5 experience. So as you can see, it's giving me 5 little bars of experience on the bottom. And then slowly it just keep giving me XP, as you can see. So if you look at the command, this one's really simple. Slash XP 5 and then at P. So again, this one is after the command, so who you're giving it to is after the 5. So if you change it to 6, as you can see, it's now giving me 6 bars instead of 5. So that's pretty simple. I think most people understand that. And here is where it starts getting more difficult. This is the new stuff that's been added to 1.7.2. So starting with summon, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. So most of the stuff I'm just going to talk about the basics in this video, but in another video I'll be talking about almost everything you can do with these for custom maps and anything you want. So slash summon, as you can see, if I click on this, it summons a skeleton. So it spawned up here, but then it fell because it's an entity, so it'll fall. But you can just spawn it right up on here, but I decided so. And you can add attributes to these, so you can make it wearing like a golden hat. You can summon it with a custom name, riding, like a pig or a chicken, or with custom health, or holding a weapon. But the simple is just slash summon skeleton tilde 3 and then tilde. Tilde is just the relative location of the command block. So if you do tilde tilde tilde, it'll summon it on the command block. But you gotta make sure that the skeleton in this is capitalized, because if it's not, it will not work. So this just means from the relative location, it's summoning 3 blocks up. So, and I had to put this here so the skeleton doesn't burn. But okay, almost on the final stretch. Set block. Okay, so this still just can summon any type of block anywhere you want. So if I click this button, as you can see, it placed a block right above the command block. And so this is useful for, you can create doors instead of having the old spawners that you click the button and it places everything from falling sand or deletes it. This is easy. You can just have something delete this and then spawn it, or you can spawn chests filled with items, but I'll explain more of that later. But so that's simply set block. Okay, and then if I give myself a chest, this one tests for blocks. So if I put a block there and it wasn't there before and I test for it, now it'll see it's there and it'll put an output redstone signal. But I didn't use this block. I put a chest. I'm testing for a chest right here. So as you can see, if I'm testing, nothing's happening. But if I put a chest there, now there's a redstone signal. And again, click this all you want. It won't do anything unless you remove the chest and then click again, and it'll see that there's nothing there and it'll be a false, and then it will not output a redstone signal and it'll cancel this. So yeah guys, this is pretty much the basics of command blocks, and really soon I'll be putting up another video on more advanced things that you can do. And just pretty much thanks for watching, and if you liked, make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and to find out more, and follow me on Twitter. It'll be Twitter / how legit how to's. I think that's what it's gonna be. I haven't made my Twitter yet for this account, but so yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.